Boy, Heaven Hollywood back on the IE Network, and this is the Heaven Hollywood Report, and let's get to it. And we're going to start this report off with Megan Thee Stallion. Congratulations goes out to Megan Thee Stallion. Now, Spotify posted this, and it said Sweetest Pie is now the #1 streamed song by a female rapper in 2022. Now, Sweetest Pie beating out Do We Have a Problem? Now, I wanted to post this as receipts because when I mentioned that it had did it, people thought I was making it up. They would say, no, do we have a problem? So I did not remember where I saw it, but now this is a Spotify post. It has Spotify's logo on it. So this is what Spotify is saying. Not Heaven Hollywood, this is what Spotify is saying. I'm reporting it. Now, if that is true, Spotify, this is what I'm saying. If Sweetest Pie beat out Do We Have a Problem? Why did Do We Have a Problem go to #2 and Sweetest Pie only make it to 15 and then drop to 25? So this is what I'm talking about. What are they doing with these numbers to Megan Thee Stallion? All right? It reminds me of someone else's hate train that happened a few years ago when they were manipulating her numbers. And she was selling more than what they were reporting. Another thing about Megan Thee Stallion, congratulations goes out to her. It seems like she has filmed an action scene for She-Hulk Disney series. There was a tweet here that says, new evidence indicates that Megan Thee Stallion filmed an action scene for She-Hulk Disney series. So now, her performing for the Oscars on the Disney song, We Don't Talk About Bruno, now it makes sense. Because I believe that Megan Thee Stallion is going to be brought on a new venture with Disney coming up probably during the summer or the fall. Because it was just really mind-boggling on people. Why would they bring her on at the last minute for Disney? Now it makes sense. They're trying to get her face out there to the Disney people as their spokesman. You're gonna hear the announcement, and you can hear the exclusive here. You can mark my words here. You heard it here first. Megan Thee Stallion is going to be brought onto Disney as with a new venture. Okay, and she will probably be getting her own Disney show coming up, during the summer and they said now. Of course, that would mean Megan Thee Stallion would have to totally rebrand and dumb down some of her movements. However, don't be surprised if you don't see that twerk move as kind of like if she's a action figure, you're going to see that twerk move as kind of like a finishing move or a secret weapon or something like that against bad guys. Watch what I tell you. Look for Megan Thee Stallion to be announced as the new Disney venture or have a new show coming up on Disney, or a movie or something like that this year. Now it makes sense. So congratulations to Megan Thee Stallion. And you heard it here first. Remember when it happens that I told you. The only thing that I want to speak on when it comes to that, though, is it better not be no white chick or nobody that looks nothing like Megan Thee Stallion when they're a regular person. And then when the person gets mad, they better not turn into Megan Thee Stallion. That's gonna be so degrading. I don't care. They better not. Megan Thee Stallion better not sign on to. Oh, when the person gets mad, they turn into big old husky Megan Thee Stallion. It better be a black woman turning into Megan Thee Stallion. Moving on to the Grammys. Now, Olivia Rodrigo, she is scheduled and predicted to win at least 4 Grammys. Now, the Grammys are coming up, I believe, the second week in April, or maybe it's the third week. But she is predicted to win at least 4 to 5 Grammys. Of course, she's predicted to win the the newcomer of the year. Of course, she's going to probably win that with no question. Driver's license is up, I believe, for Song of the Year. Driver's license is up for Record of the Year. I think she's also up for Pop Performance of the Year with Driver's license. So they expect her to win at least 4 to 5. Now, the question is, if she does win 5 Grammys or 4 to 5 Grammys, she sweeps those. Does she become the number one girl on the block? Or will she just be the it girl? Kind of like how Megan Thee Stallion, after she won her 3 Grammys, she was then the hottest female rapper in the game. She still wasn't the top, because I still had Cardi B above her at the time. And of course, Nicki Minaj. She wasn't the top, Megan Thee Stallion wasn't the top female rapper, but at that time, after she come up them 3 Grammys in that great 2020, she was the hottest female rapper in the game at that time. Will that happen to Olivia Rodrigo? Will she become the hottest female pop star in the game if she wins out these 4 awards? Some of the other predictions, they do have Cardi B predicted to win rap performance for Up. They also have Tony Bennett and Lady Gaga predicted to win the, I believe it's for a duet or collaboration. They do predict Kendrick Lamar and Baby Sheem, I believe it's called, to win for, I believe that's rap song. They did predict Kanye West to win Best Rap Album with Donda. But Billie Eilish is predicted to knock off Olivia Rodrigo for Album of the Year. Now, Olivia Rodrigo's album Sour was highly acclaimed. It spawned a couple, of number 1 hits, or definitely top 5 hits. We know Driver's License was number 1 for about 8 weeks. And that's my thing. Billie Eilish just won last year. Remember when Megan Thee Stallion was up? When Megan Thee Stallion won those 3 Grammys, and then Billie Eilish, I believe, won Song of the Year, what have you. Billie Eilish is up for Album of the Year. If Billie Eilish wins this Album of the Year, man, it's time to start putting some respect on Billie Eilish's name. Because this was considered an off year for her. Everyone was talking about, she didn't come back as strong as before. And only thing Billie Eilish has done is headline festivals, constantly chart, constantly have, talk about Album of the Year, Song of the Year. She's been the model of consistency. And if she can knock off Olivia Rodrigo and win this Album of the Year, she might put her finger up and say, not so fast, Olivia. I'm still in the building. It's still my game. And it's going to be interesting because the female pop category, it's up for grabs right now. You got Ponytail, you got Taylor Swift, you have Billie Eilish, you have Adele, you have Olivia Rodrigo, you got Dua Lipa. Those 6 girls right there, and I include Doja Cat. Everybody else wants to keep her as a rapper, but I have Doja Cat in that mix. It's like, man, any one of those girls, you could say they are the number 1 girl in pop. So that's going to be interesting to see. Moving on to the girl Kayla Rae. And Kayla Rae, new album, Trendsetters, is dropping. And look at what Trendsetters is doing. Look at what this album has to offer. It looks as though she has some big names on this album. to be I don't know whether is this Kayla Rae's first album. To have a debut album, this is why I said Kayla Rae to me has star potential. I mean, look at the names on this album. She's got some big names on this Trendset album. I cannot see how this album is not going to be a hit. Now, how much it will sell remains to be seen. But I told y'all, I think Kayla Rae has star potential. A lot of good names, a lot of big names on the album. We already heard the song with Nicki Minaj. I don't know if that's going to be an album. I believe it is. So if that song's on the album, that's a pretty good start. But man, Kayla Rae has some big names on this album. I'm looking forward to checking out Trendsetters. I did listen to some more of her stuff. I do like her. So I'm going to definitely check her album out, buy it, support. And hopefully it lives up to the amount of names that's on the album. Just look at them. And let's see, do we have anything else to talk about? Nope, I think that's pretty much it. So thank everybody for joining me. It's your boy Heaven Hollywood for the IE Network. And yep, we'll catch you on the next one, man.